Hello and thanks for joining us today for THV 11 News at noon. I'm Ashley Godwin in for Journey Taylor. Here are some of the headlines we're following right now. Yesterday, over 250 law enforcement officers were searching for the man responsible for shooting 5 people in Cleveland, Texas. Today, that man is in custody. Everything we know in less than 2 minutes.
Raising awareness about mental health struggles during or after pregnancy. I'm Danya Backus with one mother's story and message to other moms.
Plus, the Jonas Brothers are going all out for a new music tour, and it could be coming to a city near you. But first, we are joined with meteorologist Scott Covert. Scott, I'm enjoying this weather right now, but I hear it could get, kind of hot really soon.
I think you're exactly right. We're going to be feeling a lot like summer here in a matter of about 48 to 72 hours. The heat, the humidity is going to return, which makes it even more important to enjoy the beautiful day that we're all being treated with right now. Here's where we're at the noon hour. 72 degrees, not bad at all in Little Rock, 69 currently in Hot Springs and Searcy, sitting at 71 in Pine Bluff. Today's forecast 76 for a high. We're going to see mostly sunny skies. There are some high clouds passing through that at times may filter some of that sunshine. Just a light breeze out of the northwest. Elsewhere across the state, we're headed for those upper 70s, maybe even some low 80s in southwest Arkansas. There is a chance of rain. Picks back up tomorrow as the temperatures warm, more humidity returns. It's going to feel sticky, and that gives us a chance of some scattered thunderstorms the next several days. We'll take a look at that and what it means for your weekend plans here in just a bit.
After a frantic 4-day search, police in Texas have captured the man accused of 5 cold-blooded murders. They found him hiding under a pile of laundry at a home about 16 miles from where the crime took place. Janet Shamalian reports.
This is the moment Francisco Oropeza was led away in handcuffs, ending a nationwide manhunt. Authorities say a call to an FBI tip line led them to a home in the nearby town of Cut and Shoot, Texas.
Just a little simple flurry of resistance, but they had a canine dog, from what I understand.
The suspect's wife is now also in custody.
What we believe that Ms. Nava was doing is that she was providing him with material aid and encouragement, food, clothes, and had arranged transport to this house.
The arrest happened about 16 miles from Cleveland, Texas, where the 38-year-old is accused of going to his neighbor's home and killing 5 people with an AR-style rifle Friday night.
As of now, we may have the weapon, but we have to wait for ballistics.
Authorities say the incident happened after the suspect's neighbor asked him to stop shooting his gun in his yard because the baby was sleeping. Wilson Garcia's wife and 9-year-old son were killed. The boy was the youngest of the victims, all from Honduras. Officials say they hope the arrest will give closure to their loved ones.
I hope that this will bring them some comfort and they could grieve.
The suspect is charged with 1-count first-degree felony murder, but the DA says additional charges are possible, including capital murder. Janet Shamalian, CBS News, Cold Spring, Texas.
And the Sheriff's Department tells us other people have been arrested for helping the suspect. We do not have those names yet. And a crime alert this afternoon. The White County Sheriff's Office is investigating a double homicide just north of Searcy. Sheriff Philip Miller says his agency responded around 8:30 yesterday morning to shots fired off Muscadine Lane. There they found 46-year-old Christopher Durham and 34-year-old Krista Lee Durham. Miller says both lived at the home they were found in. No information about a suspect yet, but they are looking for a stolen 2003 white Chevy Tahoe with Arkansas license plate 124WDH.
It's a 2003 white Chevrolet Tahoe that we do have the information out to law enforcement to try to locate that vehicle, as we feel like that may be a crucial element to this case.
Miller says they are actively pursuing several leads right now. And turning now to Lono County, where a man is in jail after police found him in possession of child sexual abuse material. His name is Peter Jones. Here he is on your screen. Cabot police got a cyber tip from the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. Then evidence at his home gave police cause for an arrest. Jones has been charged with 2 counts of distributing, possessing, or viewing child sexual abuse material. And the Attorney General's office is asking for an extension in the West Memphis 3 case. The AG is to respond to the state Supreme Court's decision to not dismiss the case. That was due this week, but they are asking to have 7 days to get the response finished. This case is the latest attempt to clear Damian Echols and the other West Memphis 3 of the murders of 3 boys. Echols' attorneys are fighting to retest evidence with new DNA technology. This Friday, on the 30th anniversary of the murders, we're bringing you an in-depth look at the case from then to now and how the fight for justice continues. You can see it at 10 p.m. right here on THV 11. And Little Rock Mayor Frank Scott Jr. gives us an update on the city's tornado cleanup progress. It's been more than a month now since the devastating tornado, and the mayor says there's still work to do.
And it's going to take a little bit to get it done. We think at least another 60 to 90 days to get majority of the debris removed. It's our estimation that somewhere between a year to 2 years to fully recover from this devastation.
The city is down to just 2 disaster recovery centers. One is at the West Central Community Center and the other is at the West Little Rock Goodwill. Both centers accept donations, and you can keep making food donations to the Arkansas Food Bank. And new information for those impacted by the tornado in North Little Rock. The city says contractors will continue picking up debris from the streets for a few more weeks, but it's important that debris is as close to the street as possible. If you're in need of volunteer assistance, you can call the city offices for help. A pandemic-era immigration policy will soon expire, giving migrants a greater chance at being allowed into the United States. Next week, the Trump-era immigration policy known as Title 42 is set to expire. Customs and Border Protection is getting a boost from the Pentagon as it prepares for a significant increase in asylum seekers. The Biden administration is sending 1,500 troops to help.
These personnel will be performing administrative tasks like data entry and warehouse support. They will not be performing law enforcement functions or interacting with immigrants or migrants.
The Pentagon says the soldiers will be deployed for 90 days, adding to the already 2,500 National Guard members at the border. And a Senate committee debated ethics at the nation's highest court following new revelations about luxury travel and real estate deals Tuesday. Democratic senators called on Congress to impose a code of ethics on Supreme Court justices, while Republicans slammed the hearing outlining possible ethics breaches by liberal justices who had expensive travel paid for by various universities.
Ethics cannot simply be left to the discretion of the nation's highest court. The court should have a code of conduct with clear and enforceable rules.
There's a very selective outrage here. It is about trying to delegitimize a conservative court.
The Senate is now considering 3 bills that would impose ethics on the court. Also happening now, the White House and congressional leaders are set to meet next week to discuss raising the debt limit. It will be their first face-to-face talk on the issue since February 1st. It comes with just about 4 weeks to go until the nation could default on its debt. Most of Congress agrees that defaulting on debt would be disastrous, but that's where the agreement ends.
We pay our bills, and we should do so without reckless hostage-taking from some of the mega Republicans in Congress.
We will not pass a debt ceiling that just raises it without doing something about our debt.
House Republicans passed a plan last week. It includes steep spending cuts that Senate Democrats won't agree on. Meanwhile, the Federal Reserve is considering another interest rate hike at a meeting scheduled for later today. Before you leave for your next trip out of the country, you might need to check your passport. Our Verify team shares why it's important. And today is World Maternal Mental Health Day, and we are bringing awareness to mental health disorders that some women experience both during and after pregnancy. But first, let's do a quick check-in with the weather. Scott?
It's going to be another beautiful day across the natural state. Unfortunately, that comes to an end by tomorrow. It's about to get warm, humid, and several days of rain chances. We're going to break it all down here coming right up when THV 11 News at noon returns.